So Samantha, 2 days into November, what do I find on my Instagram? I find advertisements about the eggnog. You know how I feel about eggnog. I hate it in December. Do you know how much I hate it in November? I hate it I hate it in November.
I know.
And to make it worse, they're not just talking about the eggnog. They're putting eggnog in a pudding pie.
Ooh, that sounds yummy.
Oh, I knew it. I knew you were going to go that route. I
yummy.
literally threw up in my mouth when I saw it. What they're doing is they're taking the box of Jell-O pudding. I'm assuming it's vanilla pudding. And instead of using said milk, they're using said nog.
Ooh.
Oh.
Let's do that. Eggnog.
Oh my God.
Who hears it for
right?
eggnog? Do it.
Instant rage.
I got it. It's yummy. Delish.
Makes me sick. Makes me mad. Had some instant rage. Instant rage. That's what I had.
Oh, and with a graham cracker crust? Boom.
That's what they showed.
Shakalaka.
Oh, yuck. Way to kill all things delightful. Killing my pudding, killing the graham crust, killing the whipped cream topping. Oh, so mad.
Lisa, where the hell's your Christmas spirit?
It's not in November.
Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, Lisa.
Samantha.
Look who's back again.
Lisa's back. Tell your friends. Look who's back. Look who's back. Look who's back. Right? Oh my goodness, Samantha. Samantha. So we missed a week. Because your girl went down with no voice.
Oh my God,
crazy.
The world was a quieter place, friend.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, Samantha. When you take a talker's talk away, all hell breaks loose in her heart. Right? I was at work trying to talk with no talk. I'm like, what? What is happening to me? Like, what a cruel joke. Just a cruel joke.
Yes, I knew that you were suffering, and a part of me was like, "Oh, I'm so sad," and then I was like, "That's funny."
I've never had laryngitis before.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, never. You usually get it.
Yes, I usually get it.
I never ever get that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Mike was happy for a day.
Well, I think you had it for a couple of days.
Well, I did, right? But I kept trying, right? I kept trying to talk. I'm going to make that voice talk. You know how that goes, right?
I can barely talk.
I know, right? And then I was
like, talking.
You're like, why are you calling? I'm like, to prove that I can't talk. In case my word after 20 years isn't good enough for you or something.
Well, this is true, right?
You just never know. I never know what's going through that messy bun head of yours.
Oh, messy bun head. That's nice.
Messy bun gray-haired head of yours.
Yes, I know.
I know you know.
Thanks for reminding me.
I know. That's my job, right? How's your this week been?
Oh, good. You know what? I love Halloween. You know how much I love it. And
yes, you do.
But I'm fully ensconced in the Hallmark Christmas movies.
Oh my God. Of course you are.
It is officially cheesy movie warm blanket snack time.
Oh, and may I ask what snacks are accompanying the Hallmark cheesy Christmas movies this year?
I am not really one to drink a ton of hot chocolate, but for some reason, as soon as it gets cold and the Hallmark Christmas movies show up, and it
comes the cocoa.
It's like, cocoa, do I need a cookie? Sure.
The whole bit, right? The whole bit. Anything that just makes you warm and fuzzy, right?
You know it.
Well, I need to know these things just on the off chance one day I wake up and something's happened to me and I've lost my mind and I'm like, hey, I think I'm going to watch a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Oh, if you do, you need to let the world know.
It's never going to happen. I'll tell you that right now.
I can assure you that there are many people just like myself who enjoy a cheesy Hallmark movie.
More than I care to even count, I'm sure. Right?
Sometimes But sometimes it's for the soundtrack because, sometimes they have the perfect Christmas tunes.
Really?
that they incorporate into the movie.
Right?
Or
Like a little
it's just-
silent night around that
Yeah.
Christmas tree at
Or
the
something,
courtyard.
It's just something, Lisa.
Right? And when the Christmas party is going on, and you always hear that rocking around the Christmas tree.
It's classic. It's a
Right?
classic.
Right? They purposely put all of those songs in certain orders, right?
Right?
That's what they do. Okay, well, I'm glad it's your season. So here's something I got to tell you about. I had a full circle moment.
Oh, well, that doesn't happen very often, does it?
I don't think it's ever happened, actually. And I thought, what the hell? What's going on? So, okay, can I just me and you? Can I be honest? Just me and you here?
For sure.
Okay, right? I'm not usually like a down in the dumps type of gal, right?
No.
I'm like that Chumbawamba song, right? I get knocked up. No, knocked down. Not knocked up.
I get knocked up.
But I get up again.
Lisa,
I get knocked down.
Is there something you need to tell us?
There's nothing. No, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. That's the song. But boy, knocked up, that just came really flying out of my mouth. Yes. So I'm not usually that girl, right? I'm not usually like a poor me type of thing. I mean, I go through moments like everybody. I was having one, right? Because I'm still feeling kind of crappy. So friends of the podcast, you're going to hear me cough. Sorry, but we wanted to give you a show this week. Okay, so I'm feeling a little bit shitty, feeling a little bit sorry. And what do I think? This is what I need in my life right now. Where is my This Is Us? When I just need to go to my kitchen and have a cry.
No.
Have a poor me cry, right? Where is This Is Us? It's gone, right? Because that series ended. Yes. So there's nothing out there that's making me cry to make me feel a little bit better, where then you can say it was the show, not me, blah, blah, blah. That's okay. So as I'm sitting in the chair, feeling a bit sorry for myself, flipping around, what do? This is the full circle moment. Screw you, This Is Us. I don't need a show like you anymore. I tuned into Friends.
Oh,
and I got to tell you, sad went to happy, went to glad, went to laughing so quick. I'm a Friendsaholic now. I'm watching Friends like Friends has never been watched. It's on my TikTok. It's on my Instagram. It's on my TV. I love Friends. I watched 2 episodes today.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my new thing. So in my 53rd year, I don't need a good cry on a Tuesday. I need a little Friends on a Wednesday. Right?
There you go. You found something that turned your frown upside down.
Totally turned my frown upside down, right? Right? Took me down from the dumps and brought me back up. And said, you're okay.
That's, you know what, Lisa? That's what Hallmark movies do for me.
It's not a Friends, though.
Yes, it is.
It's not a Friends. Don't. It's not a Friends. It's not Ross and Rachel. It's not Chandler. It's not Monica.
Well, you know what? Okay, so you have Friends. Every time I need a little people actually are really nice and that sort of thing, I go to Schitt's Creek.
Okay, so it's like your Schitt's Creek, right?
It's my Schitt's Creek. I start from the beginning and I go through the seasons, one episode at a time.
As I watch my new obsession of Friends, it makes me think, where was I when it originally aired? Because I don't really remember watching it a lot.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't remember all the stuff though. I mean, that was a long time ago, Lisa.
25 years ago, right? But I mean, like I think I was in university.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it's that part of the time where
maybe you were just out and about having a good time.
Probably was out and about having a good time. So I'm thankful for Friends in 2022.
In your 53rd year of life.
In my 53rd year. It took somebody who was feeling sad and bad to happy.
Yay!
Right?
Okay, well, I need to know, speaking of things that make you happy, you spoke 2 weeks ago of a magical salad.
Oh,
do you have an
magical
update?
Glistening salad?
Yes. Do you have an update for us?
Oh my God. It totally lived up to expectation. It even surpassed it. And I only had the salad. I didn't have any of the fixins.
Well, because
I just had like whatever type of salad it was, like salad, right? I don't know if it was like spinach salad or it was fancy salad. It wasn't iceberg, that I know, right? It wasn't that one.
No, actually, if I saw, well, because did you show everybody the picture?
No, I haven't, but I'll post it.
It's the spring salad mix.
It's the spring salad mix.
Yes.
There you go. Right.
Yes.
Nothing but the best for my bosses, for my boss. And the dressing was so on target. So on target. Like, oh. And then but here's the secret, right? The secret is when you put it on, I think this is the secret to the glisten. When you put it on your salad, then you take your fork and you stir it around. And then that seems to bring everything to glistening life.
Oh, there you go.
It was so delicious. It was so good.
But share why you didn't get all the toppings.
Because she knew I wouldn't eat them. Because I'm a picky eater.
Because your boss already knows. You are super picky.
She already knows my dirty little secrets. Right? Right? Exactly.
Oh my God.
So she's like, I just brought you salad. I'm like, that's fine. That's like my best type of salad is just the salad.
Yes.
Right? That's my favorite type of salad is salad. Right? Because what makes a salad is the dressing. Right?
Totally. In anything world, in case you needed to know this about Lisa, she don't care what she's eating. It's always going to be about the sauce.
Got to be about the sauce, right? It got to be about the sauce. Exactly. Right? So it was delightful. Lived up to the hype.
Perfect.
Looking forward to a potluck one day.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Okay, but you know what? With all good things comes disappointment. Anybody care to guess what I might be disappointed about?
Pick me. Ooh, pick me.
How about Samantha?
I believe you're disappointed because the McRib is back in the States, but not here.
As usual.
And the worst part is that it ended up in New Jersey, and John went and got
right? Had to go there. Had to go to New Jersey.
Rubbed it in your face.
Right? Had to go to New Jersey, right? Chris Morgan posted a lovely picture. That was perfect. Told me just a story about it. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Right? But no, John Buchanan. He's got to have a big drooling bite of it. Such a jerk.
And then he was like, and I'm eating, and then I'm like, oh, look I have a second. And I'm like,
I have a second. I'm like, jerk, right? That's just like way to taunt a girl when she's already down.
I know, way to kick her.
Right? Way to kick her. Why can't it come to Canada for its farewell tour? Everybody's saying it's the McRib's farewell tour in the States.
I don't understand that though.
I don't know. And if it's going away forever, can it come to Canada to go away? Like, why doesn't it get to come to Canada?
Maybe because Canada doesn't want it.
It's my death row meal.
Oh, don't start.
Yes, it is. We had a conversation about that at work. I said my death row meal would be a McRib.
God.
Right?
My boss said, great.
Yes, my boss said her death row meal would be calamari.
Really?
I know, right? I'm like, wow. I'm like, am I really missing something that great in my life?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Calamari's a little chewy.
I don't know. It's not my thing, right? Of course, I've never tried it, but I already know I don't like it. But the McRib.
Oh my God.
Dear McDonald's, why do you keep skipping out on Canada? Why do you assume that Canadians don't like the McRib? Where did we give you that idea?
You know what? Did somebody send a strongly worded letter? Dear McDonald's, don't you dare bring that McRib back. It's an abomination. Like,
maybe, like, hi.
What did we do?
What did we do to not get the McRib? Right? Rob Susky, he wants the McRib. He loves it as much as me.
That's true.
Like, there are McRib lovers in Canada, and it's not just me and him. It's not just me and him, Samantha.
Oh, okay. Right? You know what? This week has been a bit disappointing.
Why is
not this week, maybe last week was a bit disappointing. we of course did not win any of the lotto money.
We did not. We're not $70 million richer.
Or 60 for that matter.
Or 60. We're no million. Just to clarify, friends of the podcast, Lisa and Sam are actually $0 million richer this week.
Yeah, exactly. But the text message about how we were involving Shirley was quite funny.
Yes, because now I don't remember, how did it play out? It played out
because Shirley to goodness.
I said Shirley to God.
Shirley to God.
I said Shirley, right? Because yes, you had said you were buying tickets, and I said I had just got some, and then I said Shirley to God, we're gonna win something. And then of course I got my weird mind thinking, who is Shirley, and what is her connection exactly to God? Because people have been saying Shirley to God for a long time.
Yeah.
And I never had used it before in a sentence. And as I was thinking about it, I'm like, who is Shirley, and why is she so close to God?
Well, and then we felt that because we brought her into the conversation last week that she needed to continue into this week, because Shirley to God.
So we said Shirley. Yes. So you said to me, should we bring Shirley back? And I said, surely we should bring Shirley to God back. Right? Shirley to God should come back.
Shirley.
Dear Shirley to God, help us out here. Right? Because that must be the connection. Must go Shirley to God.
To God.
That's how it plays out in my mind.
Shirley to God.
To God, right? So that's the chain. That's the phone link. That's the chain. We're sending it. We're taking our steps, right? Lisa and Sam sending an SOS about wanting to win the lottery to Shirley.
Yeah.
Who will send it to God. We'll do good things with it too.
We will.
We won't just be selfish, right?
Absolutely not.
I'm just saying, Shirley to God.
We'll give to all the great charities like Menopause for Women.
Like bring back the McRib to Canada. Right? I will buy the McRib actually in Canada, and I will patent it in Canada.
Oh my
God! And sell it. Right?
Yeah, we have
right. We have
so many important things.
So many important things. So again, Shirley, if you're listening to us, if you listen to the podcast, Shirley to God. Shirley to God, she must listen to the podcast too, I would think. Right?
Shirley to God, she listens. Yes.
Shirley to God is listening to the podcast. So, right, we're going to make sure that she gets our message through.
Yes, exactly.
So my kid sister, she's a bit of a TikTok lover, right?
Oh, yeah.
So she sends me this TikTok. And it's of a childhood song.
Uh-oh.
Tell me if you recall. I'll sing a few bars.
Uh-oh.
Found a peanut last night. Last night I found a peanut last night. Do you remember that one?
Yep.
Okay. Do you know the other verses in it?
Nope.
It was rotten. It was rotten last night. Last night I ate the peanut. It was rotten last night. The next verse, and I could have it a little out of source, but these are the verses, right? Had an operation last night because of the rotten peanut. It goes on and on. The person dies from eating the peanut.
Oh my God. We sang that as kids?
I remember being a kid and singing it.
That's
either
hilarious.
At Girl Guides or Brownies or summer camp. Something, right? Just like she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes, right? Like that was
oh my God. That has whole new meanings.
Right? It's all.
And we're worried about, oh my God.
About
our old classics.
Right?
Are a little
classics. Yeah. Right?
A little bit twisted.
So friends of the podcast, I want to know if you have heard the song Found a Peanut. I'll find the TikTok and I'll see if I can post it on our page.
Oh my God.
Because I was like, oh my God, that's right. Oh yeah. And then as it went on and on, it's like, okay, do you remember this song? Do you remember This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the second verse is, don't let Satan blow it out. I'm going to let it shine. Don't. Right? My kid's sister knows second verses of everything somehow.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, well, how do you know these things?
That's messed
But these are
up.
all things from our youth, right?
That's
so
messed
funny.
up.
It's messed up, man.
And we're worried about today's songs and books and things.
I know,
when
right?
really just dig a little bit to the classics, people.
Just dig to your childhood classics. Look them up, right?
Well, because aren't the fairy tales a little strange as well?
Well, we know the fairy tales are a little bit weird and scary, right? You know, right?
Oh
We've talked about that before. On Tuesday at work, you know what song was going through my head all week or all day? By the Pointer Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Never even liked them in real life. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. And you know what? I'll be honest. I was excited about nothing on Tuesday.
So what? Okay, well, what happened then?
I don't know. I can't figure out. Like, am I losing time? Did I miss something? Why would that song be in? Right. And I just can't. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like
it. Well, were you about to lose control? Is that why you were thinking about it?
No, never. But it went on in my head all day. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And I'm like, I think I'm hiding it really well, actually, because I have no excitement in me today. Right? Lisa is chock full of zero excitement, which might to some people. Some people might see that still as decent excitement, but not like my level of excitement, right?
No.
Isn't that weird?
That is very strange for you to have an old song that you don't really associate anything with.
Never cared for.
Rolling around in that head of yours.
Weird, hey?
Is it a long lost memory that was trying to like pop out?
I don't know. Now you're sounding like I'm Elizabeth from General Hospital. Right? All her mess from the past is all coming out.
Oh.
Yeah, right? Kind of crazy. That's just a little General Hospital talk for you all.
Oh my God. Okay.
Because who doesn't love General Hospital?
No, not me.
Other than
but
the
that's
Gibsons.
Okay. Yeah.
Other than the Gibsons. Right?
Okay, so I've been watching the new Sherry Shepherd show.
Oh, are you loving it?
You know what? She's okay.
Okay.
But you know what? I was always a little partial to Sherry Shepherd. I enjoyed her to begin with. So
right.
I watched part of it, but then I didn't get to the rest of it because I had to go to work and because it's on at a certain time. But apparently this week she had Marlo Thomas on.
Okay.
Because Marlo Thomas is in a new Christmas movie.
Of course.
And she was promoting
where all actresses go to die.
Yes, okay. Anyways, apparently it was all over like the news and stuff, like Twitter was all over it and that kind of thing. Marlo Thomas apparently fat shamed Sherry Shepherd on her show on Tuesday.
What?
Yeah, Sherry laughed it off, saying she laughed it off. She said on Twitter, "At least you know Marlo Thomas keeps it real. IMAO, I almost fell out of my chair." LMAO, yeah.
LMAO.
Yeah.
Really?
So, and then she also referenced to the fact that, you know, I mean, Marlo Thomas is a woman of a certain age, right? So she kind of equated it to someone, you know, an elder woman in that she maybe knew in the church. If they say something to you, it's a backhanded compliment. And I'm like, I understood that reference 100%.
Yeah, because once people hit a certain age, they don't need to have their filter on anymore.
They don't.
Right?
And my grandmother was like that.
As was mine.
So I'm like, when you put it in that context, Sherry, I totally get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Totally get it. But then Marlo Thomas went on to say, "But you look great now and you still kept your boobs."
Right? There you go, right?
What are you doing?
I remember my dear Aunt Rose telling me, I hadn't seen her probably in 10 years, and she said, "You are looking so good, but you could walk a little bit more." I'm like, wow, thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Crankiness intact.
Crankiness intact.
But that's what they do, right? They lose their filter.
They totally do.
right? They don't got to do it. They
No.
don't got to think before they speak anymore. It's like, I don't know, is that like a 75 and up maybe?
Is it 55 and up maybe?
I think Marlo Thomas is a lot older than 55.
She is. She's like 84 or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, right? So,
She's
yeah,
older.
I know it's not, you're not old enough to not have a filter if that's what you were implying. You still are in your filter years for probably at least 10 or 15.
I think the filter is a little less strict now in my 50s.
But should it be? That would
Yes.
be my question.
Yes.
I don't know if it should be.
I think it's
if anything,
allowed.
I think maybe it should be the noose should be tightened.
What?
Yes, because sometimes, right, it's too not filtery. You need more filter.
Why?
Why not?
I don't understand you at all.
Well, I'm just saying, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a good thing either.
It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing, Samantha.
All right, we'll agree to disagree, Lisa.
All right, let's do that, shall we?
I'm curious, though. Is the dress code expectation for men lower than women?
100%. Don't get me started.
Why is that, though?
Oh, my goodness, right? So, dear men that listen to the podcast, I'm going to assume it's not you guys we're talking about. Okay? Right? Where was I? I was at the grocery store and I was sitting in my car. I hadn't gotten out yet, right? Probably a good tune on. And I saw a man pull up in a truck beside me and he got out and he was in easily described as a plaid pajama bottom, a t-shirt and an oversized plaid bush coat.
Excellent.
And a ball cap, right?
He was plaid on plaid, Lisa. What's wrong with
totally plaid on plaid, right? Did he look horrific? No.
Uh-huh.
Did he look like he had just thrown on whatever because he had to run out? Absolutely. And I thought, you know what? Women, we get chastised for doing that.
We do.
Right? Men, they don't. It doesn't matter. Right? And that's all I thought when I saw this guy. And I was just like, how come you get to look like that in public? And if I wore my plaid pajama pants and my oversized sweatshirt and threw on a ball cap, I would hear people talking probably about me as I walked by them.
True.
Don't you think?
That's true. Oh, okay. Better yet, did you see what was on his feet? Was it running shoes or Crocs?
I didn't notice.
Okay.
I didn't notice. I don't think I could go there.
But you're absolutely right. Because I sometimes when I have to go grab something, it's a pair of leggings and a sweatshirt and my running shoes and my hair's in a top knot and off I go.
Right.
Sometimes that I have to do that.
But do you feel that you look like a piece of crap?
No, because I've probably washed my face. I've maybe put on a little lipstick.
Right.
Or gloss.
Dude has not shaved in a few days.
I've definitely brushed my teeth.
Right. Exactly. Right. And you probably are in matching clothing.
Yes, I would be.
Right.
Yes.
So your outfit still matches.
Yes.
Even though it's a very, very casual outfit.
And I have my jaunty like crossbody purse on. I'm looking a little stylish.
Right. So you're thinking you maybe look a little athletic / really comfy cozy.
Yes.
Right? Right. Just at a pinch, right, Samantha?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you're right. Any woman that would walk into like any kind of store less than, I don't know, put together, we'd be like, oh my God, what's wrong with her? Why is she out in public?
Yeah. Like what's with her? Like she shouldn't be allowed out looking like that. She must not have a mirror at home.
Meanwhile, we're still doing it to men.
We're still judging men. But I think, like, I don't care. Like, my husband is a jeans and t-shirt and running shoe guy, right? But still looks put together in his jeans and t-shirt and running shoe, right? Yes. And that's perfectly fine, right? He can throw on his jacket, throw on a bush coat. I think it's the pajama bottom that needs to be banned from all wardrobes in public places. Maybe that's my issue.
Yeah, I think it might be. I think it's the
Right?
fact that you're wearing a pajama pant.
You're wearing a pajama pant, and we all know it's your comfy pajama pant.
Yes, this is not a sweatpant. This is a pajama pant.
It is not a sweatpant, right? And I'm not saying that a sweatpant makes me a whole lot more happy, but at least it's a pant, right?
Oh my God.
At least a sweatpant is a sweatpant.
But Lisa, I feel like I don't think we can make you happy because you're not overly excited with men who dress like in all blue suits and brown shoes and a brown man purse.
It's not that I'm not excited about them. I think that they're attitudey. I think because they're all matching and they're chestnuts and they're blues and they got their merce. I think that they have the potential to come with attitude.
Oh,
they're ordering their Starbucks. They're ordering their caramel macchiatos, right? And I feel that sometimes
it's not what they're dressed. It's not what they're dressed in. It's the attitude that comes with that.
I feel they put that I feel we've talked about this for years. I feel that when men wear all navy with a brown belt and a brown shoe, they look like $1 million. They do. It's a great look and they know it and they have a shitty ass attitude about it, about everything for the day, right? Like, look at me, everybody. And then I put on my merce and that's the kiss of death. Sorry, Cameron Parker, if you're listening, right? Because our friend Cameron, when we talked about this years ago, he showed us a picture of himself,
and he was wearing that,
and he looked like $1 million. He looked awesome, but I'm like, you got a smirk, and I think that maybe that's part of the smirk is part of the problem because it's all navy, dude, right? I don't know. You know what? There's no making me happy. You know what else doesn't make me happy? Lasagna doesn't make me happy.
What?
We were talking about lasagna the other day at work. And somebody asked me what my lasagna flavor profile was.
There's a flavor profile?
I guess. Like, do you like a sweet sauce or like a not a sweet sauce? Do you like it with spinach? Do you like it with cottage cheese?
Chicken? Meat sauce?
And I'm like, number one, what's a flavor profile?
I know. Well, that's my question.
Like, what is that? Right? Like, what is that?
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm just thinking right now, Samantha, people are going to add us because we just dished out about men out the merce. Sorry, men with merces.
Oh, calm down.
And in blue, right? We're just saying, right?
I'm sure that we'll be fine.
We'll be fine, right? Go ahead, pick us apart. We can be
oh my God.
apart.
And if they do, perhaps they have proven us right.
Right. Oh, good point. Good point. So I'm just saying, what's a flavor profile when it comes to food?
I don't know. Like, do you
what
like
is that?
Sweet versus savory?
Is that what that means?
Salty versus bland? I don't know. I like hot. I like spicy. I like Mediterranean. Like, what
I like. I just like
about?
bland. I like bland, plain food. Right? Nothing too fancy. I think maybe that's my profile.
God.
Nothing really too fancy.
My flavor profile is anything that doesn't burn my tongue off when I eat it.
Yeah, like you don't like spicy.
I don't do spicy.
I can do a little bit of spicy.
I lean more towards like Mediterranean. I like it the Italian. I like it
I don't like I don't like Italian food that much. I think that's why I was like, I don't really know about this profile we're talking about.
Well, I've never seen you eat lasagna, so there's that.
I'm not a fan of a fat noodle. That's part of my issue. Right? I'm not a huge lasagna fan.
Oh my God.
Not at all. So we just finished Halloween.
We did.
Lots of people were saying that the numbers were down.
Oh, and then I heard numbers were up.
Oh, because then I was worried and I thought, did COVID kill Halloween?
No, I think you had to be in certain areas of town to have like a good solid Halloween. I was listening to C95 with Shauna and Rob. Yep. And apparently in Stonebridge, a house got up to 800 people.
Wow.
There was there were husbands running to, I think Walmart was sold out, but they ran to Shoppers and bought like everything they could find. Because they were running out of candy. Like They had upwards of 500 kids.
Be like a flash mob.
Well, it was just certain, I guess maybe it was just certain areas.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
I mean, I had no one because, again, I'm in an apartment building. So
yeah, same with us, right?
Meh.
Which is fine. Didn't bother me.
But, yeah. So, no,
Interesting.
but my parents only had 16 people.
So to me, that tells me that maybe COVID did kill Halloween.
Well, it killed Halloween in certain areas of town.
Or did it make people more picky?
Or are they going to the better areas in town?
Right? Because when
People
we were
have
kids,
been known to do that.
I know, right? And when we were kids, like there were some places we would go to that you knew you just got better treats, right?
Right.
Like we would walk to the Lovelock's house, which was on the other side of town, because you knew that she had a caramel apple.
Oh,
right?
Geez.
So you'd walk all the way to Mrs. Lovelock's house just so you could get that caramel apple.
Oh my
right?
God.
So I don't know. Maybe people figure that if you're in a newer part of town, the odds are that you're going to be giving out better candy.
Potentially, yeah.
I don't know.
Or it's just more populated because that's where the young families are.
Maybe.
Right?
People need to remember though, like Halloween is out of the kindness of people's hearts.
I know.
Right? Like you imagine trying to supply for 500 kids? That's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Like a little bag of 25 chocolate bars isn't going to get you very far.
No.
Holy, right? That's so crazy.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
That's so crazy.
okay, so Halloween, it's over. Yay. Good times. Bye-bye pumpkin. Hello gingerbread season, Lisa.
Yay. Yes, finally it's gingerbread season, Samantha. And you know what? I insist that people give gingerbread the respect it deserves.
Why?
Why not? Why can't at one point gingerbread was the only thing in town, way before there was ever pumpkin anything. It was all about the gingerbread, right? There was the gingerbread man, and he had a house, and he had a little wife, right? And then sometimes he was a cupcake, and sometimes he was a loaf.
Sometimes
right?
he's a loaf, yeah.
Right? He was a bunch of different things.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, pumpkin came in and didn't ever become anything substantial, like never became a pumpkin man. No pumpkin house.
This is true. But maybe it's because sometimes you don't always get a great gingerbread.
Oh, is that because it's not chewy?
Because,
too hard?
Sometimes you can get a gingerbread man and he is hard as rock.
That's true, right? I agree. So dear bakers, for us to give gingerbread the respect it deserves, we need to up our game.
I think they do.
Which is part of the reason why I finally did. We were off last week, so I couldn't share this news. I did decline the Halloween bake-off, right?
Oh, jeez.
I declined it because I want to be able to focus all my energy on the holiday bake-off.
Right. Exactly.
Right? To be honest, right?
You got to practice your gingerbread making.
I'm gonna have to. I wanna up my gingerbread game. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing yet. God. It's still early, right? I'm just in the gathering ideas part of it.
But okay, so it's okay. So really, tis the season to gingerbread, hot chocolate, peppermint, eggnog.
Ugh, not eggnog. I tell you, if I could ban one thing, it would be eggnog.
No, it's so good.
It's the nastiest eggnog.
It's delightful.
You're drinking eggnog.
It's so good.
It doesn't even come with a pleasant name like chocolate milk. Yum. Eggnog. Nope. And then you put booze in it and it curdles. That's disgusting.
No, it's delightful. No. My mother loves. Well, she likes eggnog kind of sometimes. She found I think an almond, like a vegan eggnog.
It sounds even worse.
I think it was made out of almonds. Maybe
that sounds nastier.
Yeah, she tried it last
imaginable.
Year. It wasn't bad. Dad and I were like, it's not like the normal stuff.
Why don't we just kick eggnog to the curb? I think the world. I think the world doesn't need eggnog in its life.
I think it does.
I don't know. It's a lot of extra calories. Is it good for us? I think
delightful.
It's
now think of all the things you could make with eggnog.
No, I don't want to think of anything.
Let's do that.
I'm not making eggnog. Will not be in any of my recipes. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, you're no fun.
I will not be using. There'll be not a cookie with eggnog. There'll be no eggnog treats.
What about a pie? How about a good pie?
I'm not doing a pie. I'm not doing an eggnog pie. It's gonna make me sick. No, thank you. I have to like the food first.
Fine.
I'm just saying. I'm not doing anything like that. Even if somebody says, "Oh, put it in, and it'll make it even softer." Nope. I'll figure out how to make it softer without it. I'm anti-eggnog, Samantha. You know that.
Okay. Well, you're not anti-Facebook Tuesday. Thank goodness for that.
Thank goodness, right? Thank goodness.
So you decided to do comfort foods.
I did.
And at one point you thought they were just kicking meatloaf to the curb, but oh, no.
Your
chicken pot pie.
Right? Gone.
Got kicked, smushed, and potentially thrown.
As did your beef stew.
Well, it's not for everybody, and I kind of knew that. But I was surprised at how many people didn't enjoy meatloaf. Like, it's just
meat.
It's just hamburger in the form of a loaf.
Like there's nothing like you like a hamburger, like a Salisbury steak, you like a hamburger patty. It's the same type of thing.
It kind of is, yeah.
It really is the same type of thing, right?
But the shocker came when there were non-pizza lovers.
I couldn't stand for that.
That was a shocker.
I couldn't stand for that. I called them out. I'm like, nope, not pizza. Not pizza.
But I think some of them had some good excuses, though.
I guess, right?
Right? So we have to cut them a bit of slack.
True.
But I did agree with the people about the chicken pot pie. It's the crust.
It's too crusty, right? Yeah, it's too much. But you know what? If I would have put macaroni and cheese on there, that would have been the one. That would have been meatloaf would have never been talked about had I put macaroni and cheese on there. Everybody would have, I hate macaroni and cheese. It's too gummy. It's too this. Cindy Harder. It's not white cheddar, right? Like it would have been that same thing. And I should have, in hindsight, because I love meatloaf, I should have just put the macaroni on there.
You should have, yeah.
Yeah, right? So now, friends of the podcast, when we do this, I say to Sam, give me a few ideas. So she picks a few and I pick a few. Right?
Well, and a few people did go after the baked potato. And then I think to myself, what has a potato ever done to you?
It's just not that glamorous.
It's so good, though.
But it's not glamorous.
Ugh, who needs glamour when you're eating comfort food?
My kick is I'd kick lasagna to the curb first. What was yours? The chicken pot pie?
Yeah, that's like, ugh.
I was lasagna. It was funny. So John made his list, and then my nephew Christopher made a list too. And I'm like, look at you playing, right? I would do lasagna would be gone. Then chicken pot pie, beef stew. What else was there?
Meatloaf, pizza, baked potato.
Baked potato before. I don't know. I don't want to pick between pizza and meatloaf. I don't want to have to pick a one and a two. I love them both.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not doing it.
All right, then don't.
I'm not doing it. But it was fun, hey?
No, that was a good one. So guys, you know what? We play every day on Facebook. We always have something going on. So if you're listening to us, but you haven't joined our group, Facebook, our Facebook group is I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam. Join, please come to us. Instagram is I Shake My Head. Twitter is I_Shake My Head. TikTok is the same, I_Shake My Head. We're on 4 different socials. So come and see us and have a chat and, interact because, it's fun like that.
we like to talk.
Yeah. We also have Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/IShakeMyHead. And for as little as $2 a month, you get the episode early and an extra episode every month. We are going to be recording the October extra episode for our Patreon members next week because Lisa got sick last week, so we weren't able to do it. So we apologize for that.
For those of you who maybe haven't listened to last week's episode, we actually took the things that we talked about only on the Patreon, 3 different Patreon episodes, and put them into one episode. So what you're hearing in last week's episode, Behind the Wall, is stuff you haven't heard before, unless you're a Patreon member. And then sorry, but right, I was sick at the last minute. Right. So it's totally brand new information, brand new chit chat, brand new fun. So if you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to it. You're missing out.
Yeah. And then also, guys, just a reminder that you can get some cool I Shake My Head swag at Threadless, which is www.ishakemyhead.threadless.com.
The Christmas mug will be back in a week.
Okay.
I will have it back out there in a week, Samantha. Right? So, you know what the best part of November is? And I haven't done it yet, right? Because I'm a little under the weather, so I'm postponing it a week.
Oh, I see.
It's Advent calendar practice season. Right?
You're practicing to be really bad at Advent calendars?
No,
is that
I'm
what you're doing?
practicing so in December I'm really, really good and I follow the rules.
No, you don't.
Right? I do in December.
No, you don't.
I try my best. I try my best. Sometimes, Samantha, you know what? I can't give you perfection all the time. Right? I'm a flawed human being too, you know.
Lisa, please. You have never, in the whole time I've known you, since you were obsessed with Advent calendars, have you ever practiced Advent calendars properly? You're like, I'm going to do 2 today. I'm going to do 3 tomorrow. I'm just going to eat it all by the first week.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Well, so far, I haven't even bought one yet because I wasn't feeling good. So I'm going to have a whole week to catch up.
You should. I'm going to get an Advent calendar too.
Are you?
Yeah, and I'm going to get. But I'm going to practice good Advent calendaring.
Oh, you want to have like really? Yeah. Really?
I'm going to get one that's super fun because it's not going to have candy. It's going to have, I don't know, like cool stuff.
Well, that will be easier. So the problem, remember, I had last year, is I bought the Reese's cup ones, and I just couldn't stop at one Reese's peanut butter cup. I'd be like, I just want a snack.
Okay, so there is one. Sage has an Advent calendar. I think it's only 12 days though, and you get like cool essential oils and stuff in it. And then there is the Hudson Bay 25 colors of Christmas. Or of Hudson
both
Bay
of those, I probably would play by the rules because I didn't care about them.
The Hudson Bay one has a whole bunch of like goodies in it, like I don't know, face stuff and perfume and all that kind of crap. It's $225 though.
Well, that seems like a lot, right?
It
for
is
an Advent calendar, right? Mine will be $2.25.
You get 25. You get to do it for 25 days, Lisa.
But you probably just get little samples of perfume.
But it's perfect though, because it's fun. It's like a little, ooh, look at that.
For $225?
There's a lot of product in there.
Boy, I could find a better way to spend that money.
Okay, so find a better Advent calendar other than chocolate, Lisa, because I need you to play by the rules.
I like my chocolate ones. So I started the rules. I started the game.
Okay. So better yet, for December, why don't you just get 2 Advent calendars? One, you only open one. And then the second calendar is, I'll just open as many as I think I need to eat.
Well, maybe that might work too, right? That might work too. That might work. But I'll still practice one in November.
All right.
And then I'll get 2 to just keep me on track.
I think that's a good idea.
I think it might not be a bad idea, Samantha. So what's this I hear about Jimmy Fallon and Dolly Parton writing a Christmas song together?
Yes, they wrote a Christmas song.
What is that about?
It's called Almost Too Early for Christmas.
Right.
And it's because they go from Halloween to Christmas.
Really? And is it like a funny song?
Yeah, it's like cute. He played a clip of it on his show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, Dolly Parton. Oh, I love her when she sings Christmas stuff.
I know. Me too, right?
She's so cute.
Yeah, she is. That's kind of funny though, hey?
Isn't that fun? Like, who doesn't want Jimmy and Dolly playing, like, singing a song together?
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Well, like, don't get me wrong. I don't think Jimmy's a really great singer.
No, he's not. But if it's a funny song, then it's okay.
Okay, but what is up with him? He did a book with Jennifer Lopez. He's now done a song with Dolly Parton.
He's just riding on people's coattails.
Like, what is he doing? Like, what else is he going to do?
I don't know. He's a pretty talented guy, though.
Well, yes, he is.
And because he's a comedian and a funny guy, he probably doesn't get the credit he deserves for being as talented as he is.
That's true.
Right?
That's very true.
Like he probably doesn't. Like, remember when him and Kevin Bacon did that Tears for Fears thing?
No.
It was so funny, right? About the weather, right?
And then remember when he did Spin Me Right Round Round?
Yes. With the world's sexiest man.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly, right? Like, that was awesome, right? Like, how he comes up with these things, right? Is so funny.
Oh, and put my tight pants on.
Right? With when he has like Will Ferrell and Jennifer Lopez had tight pants on and Christina Aguilera had tight pants on.
Uh-huh. That's good.
I think he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. But speaking of fun, and we're going into that season.
We are.
Where people sit around a table or a coffee table or whatever, and they play board games, Lisa.
Are they still playing board games?
Are we playing board games anymore? Is that still happening?
I don't know. It should be, though.
It should be.
But I don't know if it is. Like, when was the last time somebody cracked open Trivial Pursuit?
Oh, God, because Trivial Pursuit is so hard.
Right? Right? Like, when was like people don't but it used to be so fun.
It used to be so fun.
Right?
And, it kind of still is, but maybe people are getting back into that.
I don't know. I think like a good game night. I always enjoyed a good game night, right? Like get together people, have a good game night. I always thought that was like a lot of fun.
Yeah. We used to do it as a family back in the good old days. Yeah,
we did too, right? And you'd have like a Monopoly night or you'd have like a whatever night or Ramoli night or whatever.
Ramoli, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We used to play a game called Doghouse.
Called what?
Doghouse.
Don't know that one.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure it was born somewhere in the prairies.
Right.
And we had a makeshift wooden board that somebody took the time to drill holes in. And everybody had a place where you had like 5 or 6 marbles.
Okay.
And every marble was everyone had a different color. Yeah. And then you placed your marbles there and you had to roll either a 6 or a 1 to get out.
Uh-huh.
And then you could move yourself around the board and you had to make it back to your house.
Interesting.
It was so bizarre.
That's bizarre. I've never heard of that game.
It is such a simple game, but yet very strategic because you could take people out.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay, cool.
You could jump over them or they could come after you and they could like take you out. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody listening to me understands what I'm talking about.
I don't understand it.
Have you played Doghouse?
I don't know Doghouse. Look it up. See if
Crokinole. Has anybody played Crokinole?
Yeah, I played Crokinole. Yeah, that's fine.
That's a good game. You hurt your fingers.
You hurt your fingers. Those things hurt, right? Those are hard. Those little wooden circles.
Oh my God.
Right? So I don't know. I think the world would be better if it went back to, I think the world would be happier if it went back to game nights.
Well, maybe I think people are back into game nights. I think this is happening.
Good. So it should, right?
Uh-huh.
Maybe puzzles again. Keep the puzzles going.
Oh, people puzzled during the pandemic.
Yeah, I think people are still puzzling.
I think people still are.
I think people still puzzle.
I agree.
That's what I think.
But okay, Lisa, I know that you're not really great at directions.
I just know that north is the direction that my nose is.
Yeah, and that's wrong.
Right. Unless it actually isn't.
Unless it actually isn't.
But usually it is.
I'm just curious, is like, how did we survive without our GPS in our phones? Like, how did we ever survive without maps?
Right? You know what? Oh my God. Like, how did we? Like, when I think of myself, like if I'm going to go to Old Navy, I type it into my GPS.
Yes, you do.
Old Navy. I don't trust my directions anymore. I don't think I know. Do we even have an Old Navy? Not even sure. Right. Everything in my world is GPS except for how I get to work.
That's true. Because your husband takes you.
Right. And the odd time that I take the car, I know the route because I do it every day. Right. I go the same route. But if I have to go different, I got no idea. But I remember those days with the maps. I remember Mike and I getting Grey Cup tickets to the Grey Cup in Calgary for our wedding, a wedding gift. And us being in Calgary, so this was in 2000, and us being in Calgary, lost with a map.
Oh.
Trying to figure out Calgary with me with the map. He's like, left or right? I
don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
God.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what was with maps?
You know what? Did we get taught how to read a map in school?
I think in school we did. We should have been taught how to fold a map. That should have been the class.
We should have how to fold it, how to read it,
how to
understand it. Like the problem is, as you're driving, like if you haven't,
if you're by yourself in the car and you're lost,
fucked.
And remember you had to pull off the road. Get out your map that was in the glove compartment box. Took up, when you unfolded it, took up the whole front seat of the car. And you had to turn it around, right? And it's crumpled up on the roof and it's crumpled up on the floor because the maps were huge. They were huge. Literally the size of the city. Right?
But what I learned when I didn't have a phone that had a GPS in it was I had to map out my route. Like I had to remember key roads that I needed to turn onto.
Right.
Because really, if you're by yourself, you don't know. Like you can't look and drive at the same time.
And nobody's telling you that go through this light. Nobody's telling you to go through this light.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Nobody's telling you that. Right? You got to just know that from a piece of paper.
Right. And then as a passenger, you're trying to keep up with the road, like giving directions. And then all of a sudden,
most stressful passenger job ever, being the map girl. Right? You're getting yelled at from whoever's the driver because they want to know the directions now because you've already driven by it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And then it's like, you got to do a U-turn, left or right. I don't know. And then, God forbid, you needed the map at nighttime and you're just relying on the little light in your car. Right? And then you got the big map. It's like stressful, hey?
It's very stressful.
Right? Dear maps, where'd you go?
But I do believe at one point you and I confessed that we still don't trust the GPS in our phone.
We still don't trust the GPS girl, right? We still think we know better. Yeah. We're still untrusting, right? We think we know better.
Yes, we have trust issues that go back way back.
Way back. And about every single thing, right? I don't know. I just think like, how do you know how to get there? How do you get there? Where is there? How do you get there?
Well, because it's a wing and a prayer, Lisa, to get there.
Right? Like, how do you get there back in those days?
Surely to God.
Surely to God
would know.
Surely to God would have known and got you there safely.
You're right.
Right? Because how do you get there? That would be my question. How do you get there? Right? I don't know, Samantha. Okay, I got a few things for you. And it's a few things that show that you, well, not necessarily, I won't say you.
Don't point at me.
But you are trying to hide your age.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Just a couple things. Okay, ready?
Uh-huh.
Are you wearing jewelry that's too big?
No.
Like you're wearing big splashy jewelry?
Nope.
Dark lipstick?
Nope.
Too fake of a tan?
Nope.
Remember in the summer when you got your fake spray tan?
Well, it's because I didn't want to be white.
That was too fake of a tan. Just showing your age. Perfect eyebrows? Uh-huh.
I have better eyebrows.
You got like tattooed eyebrows, right? So those are perfect. And then what about oversized clothing?
Well, that's because I'm plus size, so.
You are trying to hide your age.
I'm not trying to hide my age.
You answered all but one thing, all but two.
Two.
I got three of them.
I had a fake tan for a week.
Well, you still had it.
I was on vacation.
You still had it. You have perfect eyebrows.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'm not saying that there is. It just means you're trying to hide your age.
I'm not trying to hide my age.
Apparently,
I finally wanted an eyebrow.
According to this article that I read, yes, you are.
Oh, stop it.
I'm just saying. It's okay. Just embrace your old age.
Really?
Yeah. Right?
Okay.
Messy bun and all. Right?
Uh
That's
huh.
all.
Uh
Mhm.
huh. Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is past Halloween, but it's still a good question. So we're going to mention it. Carol, who is a friend of the podcast, had a question for the podcast. Do you decorate inside and outside of your home for Halloween? Do you go all out, a little effort, or nothing? Or nothing, I can't be bothered?
Nothing. I can't be bothered.
I know.
That's Lisa. Nothing. I can't be bothered.
For me now, I do very little.
But you have some Halloween tchotchke.
I do have some Halloween tchotchke, but I do very little. I used to go all out way back when. I used to do the
You
full
did.
outside decor, inside decor, mostly outside probably, but scary Halloween knocker that made spooky noises. And I would go over to my brother's house with him and his kids and his wife, and we all did big time scary decoration stuff. So
you were that was like all you love that stuff.
yes, I did. And I still have I have a pretty decent cape that I got out of it, a Halloween costume cape thing.
Because you had a good witch costume.
Yes, I do actually have a really good witch costume.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I used to. Now it's not so much. I live in an apartment, so I decorated my door.
There you go. Well, that's good. What about at work? Did you decorate your office or anything?
No,
me neither. Right? People do that though.
Yeah, they do. I mean, some people have a Christmas tree.
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing like that.
Yeah. So,
right.
But no. But good question, Carol.
Good question. Thanks, Carol.
Had we asked this last week,
it would have made more sense.
Yeah, but you know what?
Right?
We needed to still mention it because it was a good question.
Yeah, still like the question. Ask us again in December about Christmas. We'll let you know what we do. Okay, here's my thing. So again, I watch a lot of TikTok, right? And they have lots of viral clips of bands and stuff like that. So they're showing a lot of Duran Duran lately, right?
Oh.
And I texted you and I said, how come some people's grandpas get to be Simon Le Bon? Because he's a grandpa.
Is he a grandpa?
He's a grandpa. So,
oh my God.
So Simon Le Bon is somebody's grandpa. And then I think about my grandpa, and he was no Simon Le Bon. He was short, fat, cute as a button, but not sexy.
No.
Not sexy at all.
And that just really, really doesn't sound great, hey?
Right? But yet you think and John Taylor from Duran Duran, grandpa.
He's a grandpa too, yeah.
They're all grandpas, right? And they're all hot men.
Yeah.
That's a band that has aged well.
That's true. They have aged well.
They have aged well.
Yes.
Right? Even the piano guy that I never loved aged well. Right? He was a little too out there for me.
Yeah. Oh my God. That is so funny. They are grandpas. But that seems really odd to say sexy grandpa in the same sentence.
But just think, right?
Wrong.
So he has a little grandchild that he takes out and plays with. And I think my granddad used to take me out and play with. And nobody would have ever been like, ooh, Keith McIntyre, look at you. Right? Short, fat, bald man, right?
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have said that about my grandpas either. So,
it's kind of weird when you think about it, right?
It is a little weird,
or sexy grandmas and stuff. Same thing. When I think of my grandmas, definitely not sexy grandmas.
No,
right?
No,
not at all.
Pamela Anderson had kids. She'll be a grandma,
and she'll be a sexy grandma.
That's so weird,
right? Right? Muriel McIntyre was my grandma. Right? Just the very name Muriel McIntyre is not a sexy grandma name.
No.
Right?
No.
Isn't
neither is
so funny.
Neither is Leona.
No. So it's almost as though grandmas started getting sexy I don't know born in the 60s grandmas.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think there's many sexy grandmas ahead of that. Or behind that, I guess it would be.
No, I don't think so.
Right? I don't think sexy grandparents existed.
No.
I can't think not one of my friends had a sexy grandparent. Nothing, right?
No.
Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody.
I don't know. That's all I was thinking. I'm like, how do you get that grandpa? I want that grandpa next. In my next life, I want that grandpa. Right? I want to sit on his lap and have him read me a story. Right? And like Billy Idol. That's also what spawned it is I saw Billy Idol and he has a TikTok page and it's only with his granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
And oh my God. And I'm like, look at your grandpa being Billy Idol. Who has Billy Idol as grandpa? Like, it's so weird, right?
Oh my God, that's so
funny. Weird when you think of these crazy people that then all of a sudden have grandchildren and just become normal folk.
Right?
In some realm of their life.
So weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
So weird. Okay, you know what else is weird?
No, what?
I was talking to my mom the other day, and they had a small garden. They had like those container gardens.
Okay.
And Dad dug up all the carrots.
Yeah.
And then she got COVID, so she had to get over that. And the carrots were downstairs and they were just, hanging out.
Yeah.
So she had to take care of them. So she needed to wash them. My mother washed her carrots in her washing machine.
In her washing machine?
Her washing machine.
Really?
In mesh bags, she put them on a lovely rinse cycle.
In a lovely mesh bag.
Yes. And she did 5 loads of carrots.
Is that ever funny? That's really funny.
What are you doing? Washing your carrots?
Why are you washing carrots in a... Again, that's like, think of how much wash that just was.
Oh my God. I'm just like, what are you doing? But yeah, no, she goes, and she was so excited because it worked out so well.
Wow, she's never going to wash a vegetable again.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Right? And then what cycle do they go on? They go on the vegetable cycle.
Whatever that might be.
That's so bizarre.
I'm sorry. I had to tell you guys this because I was like,
I think your mom's losing her marbles.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard of that. Now, please let me know if you have ever washed your vegetables, friends of the podcast.
In your washing machine.
Your washing machine.
That's really funny. That's really funny. Do you know what I think I'm loving? I'm loving scrambled eggs.
Oh.
Loving them.
That's
and I
not
gotta
new,
say,
hey? Like, that's not a new invention.
Yeah, I know, right? But
I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying, thank you very much, that I might be the world's best scramble egger.
Oh, do explain.
No, there's no explaining. It's my ratio of pepper to egg to milk. It's the pepper.
Are they like sort of still wet scrambled eggs? Or are they like pure dry scrambled eggs?
Samantha, hi, it's me you're talking to. It's me you're talking to, right? Hi, the chef, right? Who cooks? I cook. So no, they're not wet because I think wet eggs are gross, but they're not dry because that would be improper. They're just right. But when you put pepper in with them, that's the piece de la resistance.
Oh, I see.
It's the pepper. And scrambled eggs are really versatile, hey? Now you put them on some bread and you have a sandwich. You put them on a plate and you have them by themselves. Right? I'm just saying. God. It's a really, really versatile food.
Thank you for sharing how versatile they are.
Just saying, people, give your scrambled egg gifts. Don't overlook scrambled eggs.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okie dokie.
So yesterday on Twitter, I always go to see what's trending, right? Coffee Crisp was trending. Of course, in Canada, right? Do you know why? It was trending because somebody had made... Remember how Pizza Hut used to do the treats of pizzas?
Yes.
They did one of those in a Coffee Crisp.
Oh.
Would you eat it?
No, because I don't like Coffee Crisp all that much.
I wouldn't eat it. I think it sounds disgusting.
Because it was just Coffee Crisp on a dessert pizza?
Yeah, like crumbled up Coffee Crisp on like a dessert pizza with
Was
like a
there, like-
drizzle.
Oh, there was a drizzle.
There was a drizzle.
Probably not.
No, right? Because so this goes back to my thing that I was saying at the beginning of the show, when we started, Samantha. Why do we have to change things? Not everything's got to become a dessert. A coffee crisp can just stay a chocolate bar. An eggnog can just stay a disgusting, gross drink. Not everything has to become a dessert.
All right, Lisa.
That's what I'm saying. It kind of made me mad.
Okay, but you know what? I did see Shauna Foster, our friend.
Oh, I saw her
on her Instagram.
Yes.
And she used leftover mini chocolate bars in a brownie cake mix.
That looked delicious.
That looked actually pretty good.
Yeah. But did it look good because it looked good, or did it look good because it was prepared by someone else?
It looked good because it was prepared by someone else.
That's what I thought too. I'm like, those look delicious. Would I ever do them? No. But if she wanted to send some over to her girls, for sure, right? We would take them and think those were wonderful.
At Shauna Foster, we will eat those for you.
At Shauna Foster, we will eat those. We will take those off your hands, right? Exactly.
Oh, we are those girls. But no offense to Coffee Crisp. It has its moment. It has its time and place.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not.
I just don't know if a Coffee Crisp is something that you would put on a dessert pizza.
I don't know. To me, a dessert pizza should really just be like a fruit topping. I don't really think there should be a dessert pizza. Actually, it seems wrong too. Why wreck the pizza? Not everything has to be a dessert.
This is true.
Pizza don't need to be a dessert, Samantha. Pizza should just stay a pizza.
Okay.
Not everything has to be a dessert.
Oh, you are so stuck in your ways, eh?
And I love dessert, right? But yes, right? But I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right?
All right, Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay, what's making you shake your head this week?
Samantha, I'm shaking my head at coughing all night. Why is it that you can go most of the day without really coughing too crazily? But the minute the lights go out, you're like a coughing fool. It's a cough. You haven't even heard of this cough. Haven't even coughed like this today. But all of a sudden it's nighttime and there it is. And that cough don't want you to sleep.
No,
it's got one job, and that's to keep you awake.
It's there to mess you up.
It messed me up so bad the other day. I showed you a picture of my eyes.
Yes. Oh, they were bad.
I'm sure my boss must have been looking at me thinking like, should I ask?
What the hell are you doing at home?
Right. Or wondering
why aren't you at home?
Like, what did you do last night? Right. Or something. Right. Like my eyes were so not even bloodshot. They were just red. They weren't sore. They were just saying, I quit. I quit. You win. That's what my eyes were saying. You win, cough. You win. Right? Oh my goodness. That's what I've been shaking my head at.
Getting sick and having a cough is the worst.
Oh,
it's the worst.
It's the worst. And everybody hates you for it.
Yes, this is true.
Right? Everybody hates people with a cough. Right? So you know what? Be sensitive to people with coughs. They know that you're mad.
This is true.
What about you? What have you been shaking your head at?
Well, okay. So in a conversation that I was having with John, I watched 5 minutes of the third game of the World Series.
Whoa, 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 what?
No, Lisa, I was only doing it to torment him, okay?
You had it on your TV?
Yeah. It was on the Fox channel. It was on the Fox.
The baseball game.
Yes, for 5 minutes.
So you say.
Yes, seriously. Am I watching this? No, I am not. So while I was talking to him, I had the game on because he was trying to pay attention to the score. And I'm like, well, I saw the game on my TV, so I went to it too.
Right.
To see what he was seeing.
Yeah.
And he didn't appreciate my play-by-play.
Not many people do. Or sometimes you come with a lot of questions.
I do. Because my TV channel was a few beats ahead of his. So I already knew what was going on. And I was like, why is he scratching his balls? Why is he leaning away from the plate? I was like, oh, that's a strike. Oh, he's out. And he didn't appreciate the commentary.
He didn't appreciate the commentary of the fake fan.
5 minutes.
Wow, hey? He'd never want to be around you for a game. Right? The beauty of long distance. Right?
It was so funny. And I'm like, I'm really irritating him right now. So I guess I shake my head at myself because you know what? I did it just because I could.
There you go. And I shake my head a little bit that you were doing it.
It's what I do to irritate people.
Well, I'm just saying, right? Seems like interesting. It's a good World Series, though. It's a good World Series.
It is. It's pretty good.
How do you
I'm
know
not
that?
watching it, though. No, I'm not. I don't know.
Stop it. Just stop it now. You're going to dig yourself a hole that's just going to get you in nothing but trouble.
I have no hole to dig. I'm not even watching it. Seriously.
Okay, I'm just saying.
All right, guys, we want your feedback on what we talk about. So send your comments to ismhead@gmail.com. You just might find it being mentioned during an episode. You could also direct messages through Facebook or Instagram. You know, either one of those would work as well. We want to thank John Domingo. He's the best kept secret in podcasting.
Even though he's out eating
McRibs all the time.
Right?
And taunting.
That's what he's doing, Samantha. Right?
That is true.
So we're at the end again.
We're at the end.
It's over.
It's over.
It's another week in the books.
Yeah, and you did good. You hardly coughed at all.
Gonna cough all night, guaranteed. Taking one for the team here. I'm taking one for the team. All right, Samantha, anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
I think I'm good too. I think I'm better. Samantha. All right, Samantha. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, it should be.
Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.